Hey! Coconut water, coconut water, and make sure that's cookie. While you set up here like a...
So it's really easy to call somebody an industry plant. Just because you don't know them and they might have popped out of nowhere, you can just slap that label on them. But I do think there are some key questions you can ask yourself of the artist that might lead you to the correct answer. And right now, that person in question is Trim. Now, I don't necessarily hate the music. I think it's hot ass, but I can see how it's easily marketable. It's kind of gimmicky. It's already going viral with memes on TikTok with bad bitches. And it's just kind of a Nicki Minaj clone. Now, it does hit like a nostalgia point for me. I don't see the longevity in it. But really, what comes into question is Trim's history. I mean, this girl is practically unknown. I can't find anything about her that isn't at least 4 months old. There's nothing older. She just had this recent Rolling Loud performance, and that seems to be her only live performance. I got people commenting on my TikTok saying that no, she's performed in her area, but I feel like if I went down to South Carolina, nobody would know who this girl is. The definition of an industry plant is thrown around, and everybody kind of has their own meaning to it, and it's kind of taken a form of itself. But basically, for this video, we'll label the industry plant as somebody who didn't organically grow, who wasn't necessarily found. They were purposely discovered. It's because their cousin was somebody at Universal at the end of the day. But for Trim's case, there's very little history. What I can find out is that she's from South Carolina and she's 19 years old, but I can't find a show. I can't find anything that shows me her in South Carolina organically growing. And it's also suspicious that in her Rolling Loud interview, she says she's only been rapping for a year and it wasn't really something that she'd have been doing. Music is a passion that finds you no matter the age, so I do find it suspicious with that little amount of time we have her at Rolling Loud. Now, you can try to compare her to other artists, but if you take like the YBN movement, I know what it's come to, but realistically, they had been rapping, they had been a group, and then eventually a song took off and led them to Rolling Loud. For such a quick turnaround and such a movement, it's kind of quick when there is absolutely nothing really in her history. What I can find out is she signed by Boo Vision. And if you know Boo Vision, then you probably know a few people who are signed by them. They have artists such as Georgiana, Ian, and even Forbats. Now that should raise an eyebrow because maybe after a month of Forbats popping up, we got the industry plant allegation and that, you know, he really just knew someone at Universal essentially. His background is also very suspicious, and then immediate Drake feature. We're seeing it with Trim, man. We got the Pooh Shiesty feature, which probably wasn't too much to be honest, but still just that immediate backing of people already in the industry. And that's when we'll move on from history to really the speed of things. If we back that, really Trim's presence is only about 4 months old on the internet. And then with the quick of the cosign, I mean, she got Lil Nas X dropping her present. Say what you want about Lil Nas X, but that's a pop icon at this point. Mona Leo, I don't really know how to say her name, cosign. Doja Cat cosign, which is wild. All these people bumping Trim, and where's it coming from? Now, if we take a step back to Boo Vision, this label has suspicious backing, sorta. We know that it's run by Abu Tiam, I think I'm saying that correctly, or Boo for short. And he's been in the industry for years. He's managed people like Akon, Lil Wayne, T-Pain, been an AR and or manager for people in the industry, big name people. So this isn't just some mysterious backer. This is somebody with ties to the industry. And wouldn't you look at that too? Just in February, Boo Vision signed a deal with Atlantic Music Group. So now consider Trim, Forbats, Ian, Georgiana under Atlantic Music Group, which is just what the industry turns into. Everything's just under three. There's 3 companies that own everything. So yeah, we have the history and really the short quickness of a big stage performance and the backing and co-signing from big names already. I mean, even Slayer did a song with her, bro. That can already tell you like somebody's putting shit together, and that's fine. But it's really quick, and it's really out of nothing. It's out of completely nothing. To Trim's music, again, I don't hate the music, but to me it's very gimmicky. It's low hanging fruit. It's low standard. It's kind of pedestrian at some moments, and again, I really feel like it's a carbon copy of Nicki Minaj, and I feel like it's a 50-50 Nicki Minaj will hate or like this girl. But again, I have no true hate towards Trim, but I do strongly suspect industry plant. We have nothing to go off of. I hear people say she's been in South Carolina. You can catch videos of her doing performances. I can't find them. A performance or hanging out with her. We got little interviews and little clips that are really quick and say nothing about her. It's like at the most she says she's from South Carolina and she's 19. That's it.
It's like your background. Like, what's your
I'm from
background?
Charleston. I'm 19. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. Gullah Geechee. Shout out to the Gullahs.
No information, because the truth is there's no history. There is no history. I really feel like this is somebody's cousin, somebody's sister, because we got a little fake paparazzi meeting. Like, you have to be a child not to see when the paparazzi has been called for somebody, and it's clear.
I know right now the internet is saying you sound a lot like Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
I mean, what's your response to that?
You know, it's a compliment. When you're compared to legendary people, it's bound to happen when you're legendary yourself. So
Enough to where they're pulling out all the tactics. They're pulling out all the stops. I mean, even made the rolling loud call. So I'm personally going to label Trim as an industry plant. I just don't see any other way around it. Again, no history, very rapid success, and quick cosign. It's very suspicious. And my problem and why I'm calling industry plants out is because you got somebody working their ass off for years, let's say just even 2 or 3, but they actually have a good product, but they're getting passed up on for literal clones. When it comes to being an entertainer, you get it or you don't. But it's like, come on, you can pluck people off the street still. I know TikTok has saturated this, and just the internet in general has kind of saturated the newfound artists. It's kind of hard to be that anymore. But at the same time, this is the problem with the underground. It's been pilfered. I don't really feel like there is an underground anymore. It's been pilfered, it's been pillaged, it's been raped. It's literally just another candy bowl for the industry to pull out of when they feel like they need something to boost the earnings for that quarter. But let me know what you think. Am I tripping? Is this unnecessary hate? Do you think she does have history? Am I bugging? Did I miss something? Please send me all the information. You can get in touch with me in the Discord down in the description. Leave a comment below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right, please. I don't want to get a real job. And make sure you go over to Spotify. Go like that SoFlo Radio playlist. All links down below. That's where we try to put real underground artists on. No schemmy whammies, no schemmy deemies, all right? We trying to put real people on. We're live every Monday, Friday, and Sunday listening to real people, real artists pursuing a passion. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching.